Anglers, welcome back. Thanks for checking out the channel again. Thanks for stopping by. I'm your host, Kurt Smits. And the kayak season's about to start. You know, it's February. The first couple of big tournaments have already happened or are happening. Toledo Bend's happening right now. And I'm still getting the final preparations done for the season, to start my season. You know, and I like to front load on stuff for the season. I buy a lot of terminal tackle. I buy a lot of lures in the beginning of the season, so I'm not searching for them when I need them out on the trail, because I'll be traveling so much this year that's going to be really hard for me to restock. And I just did a big order with Picasso Lures. You know, they're some of my favorite lures out there. They just make some of the best stuff, period, out there. And I just wanted to share with you guys. You guys like the last little fishing online unboxing video so much, so I thought I'd share with you guys what I got in, and how I set them up, and what I'm using them for. And so let's just jump into it, guys. You know, I can't tell you how much I have come to like and rely on these Rhino Neds. These guys right here. These are just some killer baits for Ned heads. You know, and I'll put all different types of stuff on. I'll get one out and show you some of the cool little features on it. You know, I fish a lot of structure. I tend to fish structure all the time. And so these guys are the weedless ones. Can you see it right there? It's got the titanium, 2 double wires on it, and they tip the ends in silicone. And that is the bait keeper. Right there. It's got this sweet little bait keeper on it. So I like to put, the ticklers are my favorite right now. I'd like to do the bugs, the craws, you know, Neds. Anything you want that's really small profile on the bottom, this is killer for. So it's the Z-Man Rhino Ned. Killer little bait. Another killer bait. And it's going to be on fire here in the spring. Small swim bait with a little blade on it, man. It's an underspin. It's a single barrel. It's a 1/4 ounce with a 2-aught hook in it. It is so important to have the right size gauge wire for your hooks, and Picasso always they just have it dialed in for that. They just do. It's the right size. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. Because you can go too thin with these, you know. And it's simple baits like this, you know. Man, just like that. And I love how short it is, man. I can put this on tiny little swim baits. They also have it in different lengths, so you can get it in any length that you want. This happens to be a 2.0 hook on the one I just showed you guys, so it's definitely for smaller baits. You guys have heard me talk a million times about the tungsten weedless ball head. Well, there has been an update to it. The keeper has been changed a little bit on it. You guys see that? Keeper's been changed down a little bit, been updated just a little bit. You know, Picasso's always innovating, always striving to make their baits better and better and better. Spinner baits, it's about to be spinner bait season. Love their spinner baits, man. They got like a wobble to them. It's hard to explain, but they got like a wobble to them, and it makes them hunt a little bit. And it's just a different action than I see out of a lot of different spinner baits. I really like them. Also like just to get like a big old single thumper out there. That's always handy, especially in low light conditions, muddy conditions. Since we're talking about some moving baits, this is really a cool bait right here. Shock blade with a circuit board on it. This color right here, man, that's just gonna be dynamite. I'll be fishing these quite a bit this year. You know, I got a couple different trailers I like to use on them. You can pretty much use them and fish them however you want. The little circuit board's gonna make it a little totally different sound. This is almost gonna be like a stealth sound to it, but displacing a lot of water. Also, I got in the heavy cover, and what that does is that adds, I'll show you guys, it adds some of those titanium wires to it with those silicone tops on them. Does it add 4 of them? Yeah. So it adds 4 of them to the top. So man, I like to fish these things, man. I throw them right into the nastiest parts of the trees, and then like to swim them out and have them banging off the branches. Is how I like to do it a lot of times, especially when it's like 5 to 6 feet and there's these long laydowns. They're like blown down into the water, so you can fish them lengthwise and really cover a lot of the structure. Man, these are indispensable for fishing that way. Some of my favorites. And this color too. Again, is going to be just on fire. Really, really digging that. So, and we're kind of on the jigs. So, another one I got a lot of stuff, guys. So, Doc Rockets. You know, a simple net bait back for it is just all I use on there. That'll be a killer one. Flipping and pitching jig I like a lot. I like this more so when I'm fishing a little bit lower in the water column and I'm kind of fishing that bottom bounce structure. I really like these for that. And then another really underrated small profile bait that's out there is the little spotty. This guy right here is one sweet little jig. I mean, it is small. The gauge wire again has been pared down, but not so thin that when you hook a big fish, you can't reel them in and put some muscle on them. Killer smallmouth, spotted bass, creek, river fishing. I just can't say enough, man. Picasso has done a lot with their finesse stuff, man, and their finesse stuff is just awesome, and I just love it all. I love it all. Their small presentation stuff's killer. And right there's one with it's a 3.0, and oh man, what is this? A 1/4 ounce on there. 3/8 ounce, a little bit heavier than a 1/4 ounce. Takedown, shaky head, man. This is one of the last things I got in my order. Got a bunch of these. I ran out last year, and I had a hard time getting some more of them, so I really stocked up on these guys. Got them in a bunch of different weights. 4.0. I got these ones with the 4.0 hooks. You can get them down to 3.0. You can get shorter hooks on them too. You can get longer hooks on them. And that's an easy one to pair up with any type of trick worm, floating worm, anything like that. Perfect for that type of stuff. Guys, season. It's almost started, you know. This is one of the last orders I had to get in, and it was from Picasso, obviously, and I got a ton of stuff in with it, and I'm really restocked. But this is what you got to do when you're going to be on the road, as much as I'm going to be chasing these national tournaments, man. It's one of the things I learned, and it was kind of a hard lesson I learned early, was can't always find your favorite stuff out on the road that you're used to fishing with. So you better stock up on it. You better have seconds. Like all the stuff that you see that I showed you here, I bought enough of the stuff to have seconds, even thirds, you know, and I'll put them in my car, and I'll have them on the road with me for backups. I'm really looking forward to the season. As you guys can tell, I've been stocking up, I've been planning, I've been putting new line on, cleaning reels. This was one of the last steps in the process. So we're going to be hitting the road to Murray soon, Lake Murray for KBF. Then after that, it's off to Sandy Cooper for Hobie's second event of the season, which has been a sellout event. So it's going to be an exciting year. Guys, I'll see you out in the water. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.